House of Decline podcast. One of the major purposes of this podcast is to get out and network with the local Toronto music community. Because I am part of this local Toronto music community. And I want people to know about the Toronto music community. Everything's coming up. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, George Springer's back on the Blue Jays. I know he cheated. I don't care. I don't fucking care. He hits the ball good. And we're having a show on May 10th, Anti-Spectacular, Zodkar, and the guest for this show today, Hamilton's own folk punk legend, Mia Romantica. How are you, Mia?
I'm doing great. I mean, we got to watch the Blue Jays win right before this, right?
Oh, yeah, mi corazón, George Springer. Oh, my God. He's back. All of our guys just got brutalized right at the beginning, and now they're coming back.
Yeah, we have a great team on the injured list.
Yeah, $100 million of injured guys. That's fantastic. It's like the Battle of Ypres, Canadian to its very, very core.
Ooh, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. You know what else is a deep cut? That fucking laceration that Cody Ponce got in his ACL. This is deep Blue Jays knowledge. You're a Jays cast. It's going to be a Blue Jays. No.
No, it's all about alienating half the fan base while we talk about sports.
No, if this is for trans women, something I've been noticed is that trans women love baseball. It could be the autism. It could be the autism. But I don't know.
Shit, I played in a softball league, so it's fun as hell.
Yeah, it is really. Wait, how did you get into it?
What, like baseball?
Yeah, like I only got into it last year.
Oh, I mean, I played as a kid, and then I was doing stuff with the queer softball league playing there, and just like the Jays having a chance to get the World Series, it was like, all right, I'm definitely following like every game. I was going to bars like all through the division and World Series. It's really great to be part of something bigger than yourself sometimes,
Yes, absolutely. And because, most major religions I have some difficulty with.
Yeah. Like our Toronto nationalism can be based around sports.
Absolutely. Yeah, our nationalism, if you will.
Fantastic.
No, I feel as if I feel there is like a Toronto moment that's coming up,
Yeah, bigger than like Drake. It's like represented by something else.
Bigger than we can all be bigger than Drake. Let's hope this city is
rise
bigger
above
than
Drake.
Yeah. And there is something to the fact that it's like local, that it is municipal as well, that it's the fact that you can go to a game and you can see it actually happening, and it has ripple effects throughout the city that you can observe. There's something to that.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like it or not, like we're part of the whole society and our communities are around us. So having like this general Toronto sports buzz and like the cultural buzz, World Cup, Nirvana, the band, the movie, just all this stuff. It's like, I don't know. It's feel like Toronto's reputation is getting better. Like, I mean, I'm in Hamilton, so it won't ever be, but like just in general, it seems like less shit being talked about Toronto and more like a appreciation for it.
Do you have a love of the city?
Yeah, it's changed a lot in my life. Like I'm almost 35 and, it's becoming like really interesting to go there. And like, yeah, there's always going to be that Toronto and Hamilton rivalry, but like,
yeah,
just stop coming here and that's fine, that sort of thing. But I don't know. Toronto's great. I won't hate on it like ever. It's like a big city and there's a lot of shit you can do there. It has amazing food, great, like queer and trans culture. Shit's pretty open. Like you can go to other cities and like not necessarily see a bunch of queer and trans people everywhere, but Toronto, like you can't fucking avoid it, which is really
you can
cool.
Throw a rock and you'll do a hate crime in any direction.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Do you rep Hamilton though? Are you fully Hamilton? That's your city, ride or die.
I think at this point you have to. Like I moved here after living like abroad and hadn't like lived in Canada as an adult. So my identity right now is like being pretty tied up in Hamilton, and especially like the sports and the people. Like the people here are awesome. And like my affinity for the Blue Jays comes from like, growing up, there was like the back to back World Series and shit, but like
Oh yeah.
I wasn't alive cognizant for that. So it's like nice to join in on like, the Blue Jays for that. But other than that, it's mostly just repping Hamilton. I
You
think the
follow
Ticats are
Ticats
awesome.
games? You have
Oh,
to follow the Ticats, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. I used to live near the stadium too, so you could just like be outside and watch over on a hill.
I mean, Hamilton's really the best place to apply a folk punk trade because it feels like it's a city that really needs it. Like, the most amazing fact about Hamilton is you go in on Google Maps and there is a residential area in a neighborhood that's called Industrial Sector D. And that's really all you need to know about Hamilton.
It's really great that you say that because like yeah, I could just see the map that way. It's interesting because it's like not being from Hamilton and being like more from the GTA area originally. It's like
Mhm.
now all my directions are different with like the lake when I
Oh,
moved
yeah.
here. So that was a lot of fun to get used to. But like yeah, Hamilton, like I play here a lot and draw a bunch still. Like it's got a great fucking music scene. There's always stuff going on. We'll have to get you out here after this show because especially folk punk, we got a bunch of different venues doing stuff. We got like it's one of those things where it's like I'll have a show and then I'll feel bad because I can't go to my friends' shows because like multiple people are playing on the same night.
Yeah. That's, I mean, is it, I feel like because of the desolation of Hamilton, there's a much greater need for those community spaces.
Yeah, it's nice to like feel like you belong even amongst the weirdos.
Hmm.
Like it's a play. It's something with like there's not a lot of barrier for entry, and like the vibe, as aggressive as it can be, is still quite like jovial and cooperative, and like we're moshing, having a good time, or we're straight up dancing. We're I don't know, feeling alive. And like at my shows, I really like to encourage like people in the audience to just bring their instruments and play with me. Like I purposefully have my songs be like like just a few riffs with like chords, because it's awesome to make punk that way. But also, it's great to have like a bunch of people playing with you at the same time. Um, from like the local Hamilton like folk and open mic scene, there's a lot of that going on where people will just like hop on each other's songs, especially if you know the person. So I find like just that level of cooperation and getting the audience involved, getting people involved, like you can't get that in a lot of places. It's something that is really unique to getting a bunch of people in a room together, all feeling the same vibe, which gets rarer these days.
Yeah. And well, I think it's something that people are searching for more and more. Because, I mean, one corollary benefit of AI is that it enshittified everything on the internet so much that this constant stream of images is no longer as captivating because it's just like purely soul destroying. You see a copy of a copy of a copy. So now the thing is, I want to see the real thing. I want to be there in person so I can confirm it actually happened.
Yeah, plus like that AI like slop, like if you're aggregating like the average, what the fuck are you gonna get? It's just gonna be
Yeah.
shit. So come see me play live, May
Yeah,
10th.
precisely. Yeah. No,
Handlebar with you.
May 10th, Handlebar, May 10th, Mia Romantica, Zakar, Anti Spectacular. No, so, well, I find it funny. The thing with AI is that people have tried to reproduce my cartoons with AI before, and it doesn't really take because one of the things you can do in order to evade AI as an artist is just have a scratchy line. I think that's why I'm also seeing like a lot more MS Paint art comics come up because AI has no. It's like having a jagged line is just the easiest way to beat the machine. There's just a real simple way. Oh, it can't do a jagged line.
Like when you brought up MS Paint, it just reminded me. It's like AI could never make Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
No, it could not. It could never make Tails gets trolled. Um,
It could never make Steven Universe versus Hitler.
there you go. Well, maybe it could. I don't know.
The panel of his face is so beautiful. AI could never do that.
AI needs to feel. See, that's the problem. Is we need to make an AI sentient and then bully it so that it feels stuff. And then we need to make an AI feel pain, and we
That's
need to make
like
an AI suffer.
as soon as we get something organic involved, this is turning into Resident Evil very quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all just skewing towards the Resident Evil singularity,
So
which
after
is in
the like
Toronto.
the enshedification, the Slavification happens, then we get to the Resident Evilification.
Yeah, the Resident Evilification, where they put I don't know, like a fetus in some tubes in some wires, and then it gnaws off the fetus and becomes like the suffering AI, and then the suffering AI, makes a world of illusion in Toronto because that's where a lot of the Resident Evil movies are shot, and then they blow up Nathan Phillips Square again, and then it's all heading towards that.
Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
Directed by Paul W. Sanchez, featuring the beautiful Mia Jovovich, the heart-rending Mia. Okay, folk punk. How do you get into folk? Why folk punk? Why folk punk?
It's interesting because like for me it's really unique. Like I didn't come to folk punk by being a fan of folk punk. I came to folk punk because I'm used to be playing like heavier genres of punk and metal and such, and then I'm going to these open mics, and I have an acoustic guitar. I barely play it, but I start playing songs I know, going through stuff, and then realizing like all my chops I have for heavier, faster music, whatever, still translate. And then all of a sudden, I'm playing this folk punk stuff. It sounds like, I don't know, it's like if Discharge wrote love songs, if the Misfits loved women instead of killing them. I don't know. It's like,
Sure.
it's a really like fun sort of
First,
melodic way
correct.
of doing stuff with like lots of aggression still.
Yeah, it's I and so before this, you had no Billy Bragg or Pat the Bunny Bonify. You hadn't listened to them or anything like that.
No, like most of the stuff I encountered was from like dating, like a girl shows you stuff like, indie stuff or like, folk stuff in that sort. So it's like I didn't really listen to much beyond like Beirut and Neutral Milk Hotel when it came to like acoustic sorts in that area aesthetic.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I'm like learning about all these other bands after the fact and like getting recommendations from people in the scene because it's just really nice that like I still fit into that container and that
Mhm.
it's like so inclusive and it's like a lot more of like attitude and community than like what exactly makes folk punk.
Yeah, yeah. It's just you got to have the spirit. The execution is less important than just the vibe.
Yeah, and speaking of the execution, like a bunch of people I know from Hamilton said they'll come to the Toronto show. So I'm sure we'll get you involved in just like how amazing the crowd can get and the
Oh, that's
vibes.
fantastic. Yeah,
It's
no, we're
beautiful.
gonna we're gonna mosh. We're gonna break a bunch of neck. We're gonna get whiplash. We're gonna crowd kill.
Fuck.
Scott Pilgrim's gonna show up. We'll tear him limb from limb.
The execution of Scott Pilgrim.
The execution of Scott Pilgrim fucking dies. Chapter says Scott Pilgrim fucking dead. No, what? So the heavy music. What kind of punk? Grindcore, corecore. What kind of punk were you playing?
Yeah, man. Crust punk. I've played in grind band, doom metal, black metal. Just like that's sort of the stuff that I like really like to play. Like I'll listen to a lot of stuff like widely, and like I've played also in like non-metal and non-punk bands, like doing like funky bass or such. I drum as well. But yeah, when it comes to stuff that just like makes me like have a smile on my face while I play it, it's that sort of stuff. And the thing that it's missing a lot from those sort of genres is like singing. And I'm new to singing. I've only been doing it like a couple of years, but it's like probably the most fun part about playing acoustically for me.
Yeah, I mean, singing. I feel like my crank opinion, or why music is much less melodically based now because of like DAWs. It's much more texturally based. What makes a song interesting now is the not necessarily the melody, but rather the type of timbre that you can get from turning knobs in a very specific way, which is totally fine. That's like that's music. That's music, baby. But I like melodies. Melodies are nice.
Yeah,
And
it's oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just no. You build on that. Build on what I've said.
Yeah, so like in the heavier genres I play where there's like a lot of growling and screaming and stuff, like death metal, right? Like I can do
Yeah.
all those sorts of vocals and like was comfortable with that even, after transitioning, because it's like, damn, this looks cool. But
Yeah.
singing took a lot to like even just like find the voice, because it wasn't going to be the same voice.
Hmm.
And it's sort of just saying like, how do I be authentic and what's actually me? And I'm like not trying to sound like other people,
Yeah.
which can be hard, because like, yeah, we have all our influences, and like when I'm playing, I'll notice like vocal lines I do, and a lot of it is more for me like coming from like the amelodic vocal style is it's very rhythmic.
Hmm.
I really try to punch where possible, and like playing solo acoustic, like no percussion section or rhythm. It's
Hmm.
going with my picking style, which I also try to
Hmm.
make pretty percussive and like emphasize a lot with dynamics what I want to. It just
Yeah.
helps things roll more and get people dancing, get people grooving.
Yeah. I'm reminded of Bo Diddley, which was a no, but that's really like in terms of like music that gets like that is firmly within my cue zone. It's that da da da
Like,
da 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 da,
yeah,
but that percussive quality, that danceable quality that you can make something as simple as an acoustic guitar have.
absolutely. Like I'm really happy that I've discovered how beautiful the acoustic guitar is and what it can do, because I feel like I was ignorant and like judging it in a way that I wasn't before, because
Uh,
I don't know, I didn't have any fluency with it. It was
did you
something
have a
people
like
played
these are
Wonderwall on.
grandpa's guitars? Yeah, these are
Grandpa
these grandpa's guitars.
still
Yeah.
make that reference to this day with my friend,
Oh
because like
yeah.
I'll like I've covered victims of a bomb raid at the show after the fucking Iranian school got bombed, and I
Oh
was
damn.
growling through it, and my buddy goes like, "Be great if it wasn't with Grandpa's guitars." We're keeping it
So
alive. I fucking
yeah.
saw Death Clock on their first tour.
That's so funny. All the way back in the Guitar Hero 2 days.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're old now. We're all, but I mean, not really, but old enough that we're interacting with Zoomers now and being like, "Hey, you kids are making all the same mistakes I did. That's great."
The problem is like I objectively feel like things were better for us. So that
Oh
sucks,
yeah.
because it's like back in my day, but it's like instead of like doing it boomery or like Gen X, like, it's more like I lament. I'm so sad that it's not good for you.
Yeah, it
I'm
wasn't
not
good for
bragging.
us. Yeah, the 2008 financial crash happened and we were fucked. And somehow it's even worse for you guys.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
Yeah, try touring in a fucking doom metal band with a fucking whole bunch of equipment, and gas is fucking over 5 a gallon in the States.
Well, look,
Very bad.
once we get to $200 a barrel, it's going to be the road universe, and suddenly only acoustic guitars will be the only instruments available because we'll have no electricity. So we're gonna inherit the earth.
We'll just have all our shows under various bridges and train stations and such.
Yeah, and then we'll like outfit the acoustic guitars with like guns, like El Mariachi, because it's the
Oh my God,
post-apocalypse.
yes. Thank
But
you for
then
making that reference.
yes, but it'll make the acoustic guitars sound very crappy, and so we'll remove the guns, and that's when we'll get struck by the turfs who have formed their own post-apocalyptic band, where they're just running on like vehicles made from Harry Potter books.
I want to be like the guy in Mad Max Fury Road playing like the guitar with the flamethrower on it.
Yes, the
I feel
Doof
like that'd
Warrior.
be my most effective use in any like revolutionary capacity.
The Doof Warrior. You want to be the commune's Doof Warrior.
That sounds fucking great. What a
Yeah,
sense of purpose. What a sense of
but
life.
I feel like there'd be like a lot of competition. Like, have you seen the auditions for Doof Warrior? I guess stiff
I'll,
competition.
I guess. Oh, I mean, all right, fine. I guess then I got to throw my hat in for like Octoboss from Furiosa. Like that was that the guy's name? That was so fun.
I think you could
Oh
be
my
Doof
God.
Warrior, but I like the idea like you're in a cattle call with the other, and you see like 18 other Doof Warriors. It's like jeez, I
It's
feel
well,
special.
I mean, now we have like a like line of flamethrowers. So we have different problems now or different solutions now, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, have they ever tried multiple doof warriors? You know?
That's so interesting. We need this in the sequel.
Yes, 1,000. That's only there is just a world of doof warriors. Only
If
doof
it
warriors.
like the next Mad Max is like the Warriors style, and you just have the gang of Doof Warriors.
Yeah.
I would watch the
Yeah.
shit out of that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, that's what we got to do in Toronto when we're making our trans gangs. When it does turn into the Warriors, we got to be the doof crew.
The Boof
Do
crew.
the boof crew because we're all boofing progesterone, which is it's so funny the casualness of like trans is like where it's like, yeah, I'm taking progesterone. Have you tried putting it up your ass? No, not yet, but thank you for the suggestion. Um,
Just like we're just old school, taking our pills orally.
yeah, that's all we do. Yeah, we're not the boof warriors. We're
You try
the
a glass of water in your pills, man. It's fucking crazy.
oh my God, it goes down so smooth. Um, do you find there's like any like relationship between transness and this folk punk community seeking?
Like, I don't know how like why there's so many of us there, but like yeah, like it's got to be one of the genres that's just with heavy like trans representation, gender nonconformity. Like you'll see all sorts of types of presentations at any show. Um, it's so normalized. Like if you're someone here like trying to find something to go out to, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but like yeah, come out to these fucking shows. There's so many fucking trans people there, and it's such like a welcoming community. People will talk to you. You can make friends. You keep coming back to the show. You get make more friends, and it's just like there's a lot of like an outcast element. I feel the folk punk
Yeah,
like 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 I said, like the weirdos of the weirdos, the outcasts of the outcasts. Like, there's nothing about being cool here. It's just about being raw and authentic,
yeah,
and like, it comes with just that sort of like a wild and free attitude of like trying to express yourself in that certain way without necessarily having like the different aesthetics and like or containers or like cultures of other punk genres. Like you can go and see like okay there's like a certain way people might dress, but also there's a bunch of variation. It doesn't have to be like that, and people come to it from like all sorts of different ways. um Here we've had like all trans folk punk bills as well, which is awesome because like when was that going to happen, and like you almost sell out. Like it's crazy. It's
mhm,
definitely something that I'm glad I found in terms of like, community. And it goes almost beyond folk punk and just like when you really strip down all the music to its like essentials, right? Punk's usually like distorted in that way,
yeah,
and you're simplifying like concepts to their very core with punk, which I really like.
yeah,
Um, and then being able to just have you an acoustic guitar do that, and the acoustic guitar or just like whatever acoustic instrument, it picks up all the peculiarities of your individual playing. You're not hiding behind anything.
yeah.
It's authentic. There's so much authenticity. Like you can find like a really diverse crowd, anything from like current and former addicts, like a bunch of autistic trans women. Like there's just the whole gamut of people that
That's
you want to see at a show.
all the stars are here. It's
All the stars are here.
all the
Exactly.
stars are here. We
That
have
vibe.
schizophrenic Jerry and Lilith, and they're gonna do a duet for you.
You you have no idea how much you're hitting the nail on the head here though.
I love schizophrenic Jerry. I've met so many good schizophrenic Jerrys in my lifetime.
What's the deal with the voices in my head?
What's the
Why
deal
are
with
they the
what's
voices?
what's the deal with the shadow people? Why are the shadow? Yeah,
Who are these voices that haunt me?
doing impressions of famed Zionist shill Jerry Seinfeld while doing an impression of Norm Macdonald.
I was
Um,
literally talking about Gilbert Gottfried's impression of Seinfeld this weekend. So that once again another reference of something in my life coming up.
what about Gilbert Gottfried's impression of Seinfeld?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, like my friend showed it to me as a kid, and it's just one of those things where like Gilbert Gottfried's like, stage voice is one thing. And then when he busts into this impression, it's like the person I was talking to was like really into Seinfeld. It just complete change. Complete change. It was Jerry Seinfeld doing Hamlet, you know.
Good bit. Yeah, I have a great and sincere admiration for Gilbert Gottfried.
I mean, Norm's my favorite, if we're being honest.
Yeah, problematic. I know, or there's a lot, but who is it? You gotta sort of take your chances.
There's a lot like any performer or like public facing person can learn from him, I think, because like everyone's like, oh, Norm's bombing and he's just having a great time. It's like what else are you gonna do? Like if things going wrong, that should be funny. Like one of the reasons I played so many open mics is I just wanted everything to go wrong for me. So when it happens live, I can just bounce back. If you see me playing a show, like I've just like come in from smoking a joint. I've had a couple beers. There's a beer on stage there or whatever. I'm playing like every live performance, something is going to go wrong. It's just about like relaxing and being chill and like rolling with the punches. One show, like the mic just wasn't working. I just unplugged and went into the crowd and played. Like, roll with the punches. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Well, because that's what I think is the brilliance of Norm Macdonald, is that he understood that comedy is not a solo performance. It's a dialogue with the audience. It's call and response, right?
Yeah, it's a great, like it's something like the performance. It's like a hobby is like you playing guitar in your room, but like the performance is different. You have the people, you're sharing it, you're sharing a moment. And like if people are enjoying themselves, they're enjoying themselves, you're winning.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Green Room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the speech that Anton Yelchin gives right at the beginning about how what's great about punk is its energy, and then you give it to people, you offer it, and then it's gone.
And then what? They play Nazi Punks Fuck Off?
Then they play Nazi Punks Fuck Off, and then Ali Shawkat gets your face eaten by a dog, by a Nazi dog or something. Yeah. I forget what happens in that movie.
I cringed quite a lot during that movie, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. But it's that like offering of energy to people, and that sort of feeling and feeding off of energy. That's the unmistakable quality of a live show, and the replicable quality of a live show, which is what I'm seeking more and more.
You got to leave the house. Like there's people who leave the house. You don't hear about them online because they're not online. Like there's a bunch of shit going on in your communities, and unfortunately you also have to build community. Like it's not just there to go. You got to go seek it out. But like the thing about like, especially with what I try to like curate with my shows is it's like, okay, if I have the opportunity to do things how I want to do them, like let's fucking go. It's just like me doing my performance as a solo acoustic musician. And I think like there's a lot of like power in the old punk thing and like all these traditions, like the stage is your stage. Like if there's a stage, you can come on up and play with me, or do whatever sort of stage dive, do whatever, like sing along with me, especially if it's a cover where you know it. Like I played a show where we were singing Astro Zombies together, and then one of the guys just like stops on the mic, another guy jumps right back on. Like getting people in the crowd to play along with you, it's like you never get that much participation and stuff. And I mean, the marks of humanity, like for as long as you can remember, we've done stuff like we're playing instruments and like dancing, right? And staring at fire. And then we combine those two often, and it's like just life.
All happening at once. The great roiling soup of human social interaction, which oftentimes, a mosh pit resembles. It's like you look like it's like staring at a petri dish of teeming, everything.
Yeah, it's nice to find a place where like if you're there, you belong. Usually like there's no other requirement for entry. You don't need to know anything. It's like you're there to have a good time and you're there to vibe with everyone. Like that's the emphasis I want to put on with my stuff. Like my music isn't like explicitly queer or trans. It isn't like explicitly like any of these things other than like, yeah, I love women. That's probably the most explicit thing in the, in the songs.
Hell yeah. Women.
Yeah. We love women.
We're repping women.
That's every day. So
yeah, I repped a woman for a while. That fucking stupid.
If you want to rep women, come out to the show. If you love women, come out to the shows.
Honk if you love women. So it's like there's this anti-elitist quality, this inclusive and anti-elitist quality that I'm also trying to get at with my art because I don't know, you're on Instagram, right? So if you
Yeah.
search guitar on Instagram, you're gonna get bombarded with a bunch of images of the most popular guitar stuff, and often it's like someone playing this very Steve Vai-ish technical exercise, and there's this great demand on sort of perfection and technical extremity in order to get eyeballs in sort of this world of like short clips. And oftentimes these clips that are made to look as if they're live are pre-recorded, so as to give the illusion of perfection. Would you say that there's some aspect of you that tries to fight against that idea?
Like, yeah, 1,000% on that shit. Like, I reluctantly have Instagram. I have it because it's a way to like book shows, talk with people,
Mm-hmm.
advertise it. But for me, I don't think I've used a hashtag in any of my posts. I'm
Yeah.
not doing like TikTok videos, like lip syncing to my music. I'm not doing engagement bait. Like it's Aquarius season. What did you have for breakfast? Like I'm not doing stuff to like have you like emphasizing anything other than the music, us having fun, showing you live footage, telling you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Um, it's something where I'm really accessible in the scene and in the city. Like you'll see me around a lot, and you'll. I always have this feeling like it's probably anxiety, but like if I do something, it has to be something where like all my friends, the people who know, would be like, "Yeah, Mia would actually do that," you know.
Yeah.
So like there's a promo photo of me smoking a joint in front of two of my flyers around a utility pole while I'm using like the flyer to light the joint. That's something I would actually do because I just saw that as soon as I got done drumming at like a gig. So,
Yeah.
you can't have me like in, I don't know, doing like glamour shots in a studio.
Yeah.
I think everyone
Yeah.
would know how awkward I feel doing that. So I just, it's just my videos are me at my kitchen table on my Instagram story, just, playing stuff. It's real. It's not polished because you, I mean, shit. Even with the AI filters and whatnot, it's like there's everything is the same. If
Mm-hmm.
everyone can be a shredder, right? But like not everyone can be Steve Vai, Satch, like the people that did something different. So it's not enough to be good anymore. You can go to an open mic and everyone can be good, but everyone can sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so much of it is like you really just have to figure out what makes you you and what you like
Yeah.
to do in music and turn that up to 11. It's the old pro wrestling thing, right?
Yeah.
It's here's Mia, here's all the things that make me like really Mia and
Yes.
what I'm singing about and the way I'm playing in my songs, it's like unique to me. And I said before, it's like the great thing about acoustic music is it like picks up all the intricacies of what you're doing that only you can do.
Yeah.
And I'm never like necessarily out there to be anti-elitist, but I'm definitely out there to like just not be content to consume. Like, I
Yes.
want you to just like know how to get to the fucking shows and know how to listen to the music. Like I got my EP out soon on AP Records, so I'll plug that. But it's so much of it is like I'm trying to get you to come out to the live experience. If you're in Hamilton, I play like at least twice a month around here. So there's ample opportunity. And I was saying before to you, it's like people come out. I'm very lucky to be able to draw as much as I do because usually, people won't play all that much. But
Mm-hmm.
it's about having that live energy and having that community. So it's like you're going to a fucking party for like 10
Yeah.
bucks every 2 weeks. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get out of that mentality. Not that yours is the correct mentality. My mentality is everyone is here to see me. Everyone needs to shut the fuck up because I'm the best person, which is obviously the wrong-headed attitude. But I don't know. There is that thing as an artist where you do sort of need some ego to be like, okay, this what I'm saying deserves to be said, and people deserve to hear it. You know?
Yeah, like you have to share your art. Like don't keep it to yourself. And like the ego you can get is just knowing that like people do want to see it. People want to see you express yourself in whatever way that is. And the more it seems like it's you and not like a, representation of you, the more it's going to resonate, I guess.
Yeah. I think a much higher measure, as you've said, is being placed on idiosyncrasy as the thing that sets you apart, as opposed to some sort of technical expertise, which is how you can explain bands like Angine de Poitrine breaking through.
Yeah, I like them because like you can see the conventions they're playing with, and like the few interviews I've read, it's like I respect the parody and satire they're doing of it as well.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen a lot of their stuff, just like scrolling social media, but I'm hoping there's a lot of people engaging with it on that, just like how they're using all these rock and roll conventions, because I like it's genuinely funny to me.
Oh yeah. Well, I also just think it's you were talking about wrestling, and they're literally in larger than life costumes. They're uh and I think that's also sort of, even though you're authentic, you're Mia, there's still, is there like a larger version of yourself, or like a character that you embody when you're on stage?
Um, it's hard because I think it really is just me up to 11. Like at one show, one guy said it's like I've never been called a motherfucker so much in my life, because like that's just what I'm calling everyone throughout the
Of
show.
course.
But that
Yeah.
also is what I do in real life. I think I'm a lot more quiet and subdued in real life. Like I can be at a party and just like not say anything and just listen to everyone. But if I'm on
Mhm.
stage, you're there to experience something, experience me, and my ability to just bring that like larger than life aspect to it and have connection with the crowd, I is yeah, it's an asset. I don't know how much of it is a character. It's not like there's this Mia Romantica character. I mean, it is a stage name, but like it is just me having a good time on stage. Like maybe in another band, I can come up with like a heel persona or something,
Yeah.
Mama
Uh,
Mia, like the bad bitch, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like I can do more of that. But it's also like the way I'll be presenting and like feel on stage. Like say I was like playing drums in like a death metal band and I'm doing blast beats and I'm fucking around with all that. Like I'm gonna look and feel different than if I'm on stage. Like even if I'm wearing this same outfit here and playing my music. So it's hard. It's hard to say. For me, I feel like going on stage is sometimes the most I can be myself because I have the permission to be completely unconstrained.
Hmm.
Like just fucking just give her, right?
Just
But
give her, you know.
for the non-Canadians, that means let's fucking go. Um, so it's like I have. It's rare to have an opportunity to be seen in such a vulnerable way. I like playing acoustic music, doing the singer-songwriter stuff because I'm the most me, as opposed to like trying to fit in with more of an aesthetic and like genre conventions that make something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
Like
It's like
I'm
being a furry, you know. When you put on the suit, you know, you're more you than than ever, you know.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's like I don't necessarily dress any different in my day-to-day life than I'm on the stage. I don't put I don't know, it's just like I really come out of my shell when I'm performing because I'm someone who like wants to bring everyone together and support them and give them permission to be themselves. Like what I'm noticing a lot with the shows is like, yeah, like the more I can like talk with the audience, encourage them, get them to come right fucking close to me instead of staying out, like getting people singing, bringing their instruments. It's like, oh, you're allowed to have a good time rather than just stand there. Like if you have the back where you don't have to like stand there crossed armed after like 15 minutes, then you better use it. You better use that back. You better use those hips. Fucking move. Fucking shake.
Yeah. Shake your meat, goddammit. Shake your goddamn ass. That's a max. That's a Canadian maxim. Shake your freaking ass.
We need
Um,
that on a shirt.
yeah. I find what you say about authenticity is interesting, because I think the way that you approach it is like, don't overthink it, just be yourself. Because I always say this. My favorite joke is a joke that I heard from Richard Jenny once, which is he's talking about dating. They say all you need in dating is honesty. Honesty. If you can fake that, you're in. And But to me, that's the inherent problem of performance, or of art in general, is that it always takes place in a fantasy, right? You're always crafting a little world. So how do you be honest within that little world? How do you construct this little other parallel dimension to Earth, but also make it honest and not this entire fabrication.
I think you hit the nail on the head with just that question. It's like create a parallel world.
Yeah.
Like a temporary autonomous zone. Like make a note, make a, yeah, go make all your shows a Taz, and as you embody that, like just
Not a
be the
Chaz
person
though.
you want
Not
to
a
be.
Chaz.
No, you just make the place like something where you want to be. Like I try to have the most fun out of anyone at my shows because of the the old thing. It's like if you're having fun, everyone else is. You're an artist. You're there to curate. It's not an algorithm. It's not consuming. It's they're there specifically for you. So I feel like if you create this parallel world where you can be honest, where you can like be all these things that you wish you could in your life or something, it doesn't have to be like, I know for some people it can really help to make the persona. It can be really help to be a character. It can really be like, like, okay, time to enter bad bitch mode. Like that stuff's all useful. It's just for me when I, go on stage, it's like this world where I'm like, yeah, okay, everything I do up here is on purpose. Everyone's here to just see me play my shit for, 20 to 40 minutes. Nothing can go wrong. Like it's like we're all sharing this experience and I've shown up the way I have. It's kind of just like getting out of that anxiety zone and like really throwing it into being yourself. When I first started like doing this sort of stuff, like I was saying, I was into Nutrimilk Hotel in Beirut when it came to acoustic stuff. I was like trying to sound more like that. And then at some point I said, like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to sing how I sing. I'm going to play how I play. The songs that I write are going to be what they write. And instead of trying to like fit into a convention of like folk punk or like indie or that sort of stuff, you just have to, it's like, you can say you can throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, but I think it's really more just like, no, whole ass yourself. Like you half ass yourself everywhere in your life. If you're an artist and you have the opportunity to display your art or perform it, it's so uniquely and individually you, like you are forced to whole ass it. Otherwise it doesn't come across the same way.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, how do you create honest or like good art? It's almost like the same reason as like when I came out as trans or realizing it's trans. You ask yourself seriously the question, what do I actually want? What do I actually want? And
people never
I think
ask themselves that.
they never ask themselves, but if you do, you'll be surprised at what you can get out of it.
Yeah, and then you can also realize like all the areas in your life you're self sabotaging. Like what am I doing that's getting in the way of what I want? It's really hard to come to terms with that, and it's interesting you bring up transitioning because like that transitioning is something where like you have to make a whole bunch of choices constantly, and it's deliberate. It's not something you can necessarily accidentally do. When you've done it enough, it becomes ingrained and accidental and you're just living your life. But in the beginning, it's like so much stuff has to be intentional. And I think I reconnected like a lot with what I like about life instead of being like depressed and misanthropic to being someone that is just like genuinely happy to be alive and showing love for everyone.
Yeah.
It's really important. There's just so much connection we can have with people. And thankfully with music, there's no barrier to entry. Like everyone can enjoy it and everyone knows how to move their bodies along to it in whatever way that is. It's such an individual thing that you can come to for such a collective experience. And, just like sports, right? If you're someone who doesn't understand sports and and you like music, you're there to enjoy being part of something bigger than yourself. You can appreciate what it is about you. Like there's guys who are like looking at, what one of 6 pitches is Yamamoto or whatever going to do. And there's some people who are just there to see a hit. There's some people who are there for fucking, hot dogs, drink the beers.
I need to go to Looney Dog Night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We should do that up soon.
Yeah.
And
let's
then
do that. Let's stuff dogs in our face.
Yeah, no, but like that's it is. There's so many different things you can get out of it. Going to the ball game is the event. Going to the show is the event. And there's so many different things you can do there. There's so many different ways to socialize. There's stuff to interact with. There's the different bands and there's the people. Like I think people really need to start talking to other people at shows, especially because you'll see the same people at shows too, and it just kind of, it's silly not to make friends with them. If you were a kid and you saw like someone at like summer camp the next month or whatever, or
Yeah.
year, whatever it is, I don't know, I didn't fucking do that. But if you saw it, you're like, oh hey, that's a person I know, I should get to know them. Like,
Yeah.
find your goddamn seat in the cafeteria, people.
I was asked the other question, why do white tea girls love Ween so much? And
I don't know that. Sorry.
Ween? You've never heard of Ween?
I know them, but it's not like a thing I went into, you know.
Oh, that's okay. You don't need to know. All you need to know is that spirit of inclusivity exists within the Ween pit. Because if you go into a Ween pit, everybody looks like Far Side characters, including me. So it's like.
Oh, your recent Cow Tools comic was pretty fucking funny.
Oh, thank you. You gotta. I mean, I got half of them. I don't know if you had the thing that's like, people might pay to see me nude now. I wonder what that would be like. If you ever had that thought cross your head.
Especially when there's not a lot of employment opportunities.
Yes. But yeah, Sesta Fosta, got rid of a lot of those, the sex work opportunities as well. So we're back to square one. We're gonna build our own parallel sex work economy. We're going to build our own OnlyFans. It's going to be...
We can make much less money playing music on stage, wearing the same amount of clothes.
Yes. Anyway, you have brought your acoustic guitar, and you are going to grace us with one of your tunes right now.
That's true.
I said commandingly. Which one are you going to play?
I'll start with Saltwater. It's a nice little jig.
All right.
Incredibly triggering subject matter. Let's go.
All right. Well, everyone, we're hearing a live acoustic performance for the first time ever on the House of Decline podcast, and I want to thank Mia Romantica for facilitating this. And here is her song "Saltwater."
Yeah. We don't have video, so yeah, you do have to imagine me half naked in lingerie and a patch vest. It's to keep warm. Cold. Wow, yes. I'm really off my game. Let's just fucking play. My mind mellows to a dread like I'm on the gallows. Despite all I love, it gets harder to live with every blow. The tears not flow. It was never a safe but it's so. If I could have said no, I'd have left you long ago. You even warned me of who you really are. I bled many times, couldn't get far under a spell from your grimoire. Trapped inside your abattoir, quenching my thirst with salt water. Another lamp for you to slaughter. I'm not the first and I won't be the last. You build your throne with the bones of your past. The tears must flow. There was never a safe but it's so. I finally learned to say no, and leaving you seems so long ago. How was that?
That sounded great.
Fantastic.
Salt water. You said it was traumatic. So what's it all about? What's it about?
No, it was like one of the first songs I was writing when I was starting to do this. What I realized about like when you're writing songs that aren't like, the government sucks and other stuff.
The government
it's like,
totally
oh shit.
sucks, yeah.
I get to rest and meditate on what I've learned with my feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know that song's like a really like hard. It's about me getting beaten and like trauma bonds and like abusive relationships and just like figuring out how to get out of it and what you need to do that. And you know, it's probably one of my favorite songs to play. Like it used to be a ballad, but I felt like I was holding something back and that it needed to be upbeat and like bigger and something like where I'm again whole assing it. Cause with the ballad, I was holding back. Like I have
Yeah.
ballads, but a lot of my songs, I'm just like fucking going for it because that's how it feels for me.
Yeah.
And it's a song that like I played it once at a benefit show for displaced victims of domestic violence, and it's like there's songs I have that are about like really traumatic things in my life, and it's like, oh, do I play this? Do I not? And I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll play it. And then there's people who thank me for playing it after. I've had
Yeah.
shows where people are like, I really connected with that. Thank you for saying that. That's how I feel. And so as long as stuff like that is happening, I'll have the songs in the set. As long as people are grooving with it and having a good time and not getting depressed, I'll have it in the
Yeah.
set. I think there's a lot to say about having songs that are like really intimate and about like such powerful feelings and experiences, but being able to make it a communal experience and a healing experience. I've worked through like a lot of stuff with my music, and it helps to I don't know if it's like having a distance between it or if I'm getting closer to like the trauma and the events by being there. But I know that it feels safe if I'm doing it through music and writing and singing.
Yeah, there's a sublimating quality to it. I think it's because you don't want to see these things as you neither want to see these things as mundane because they're so important to you, but you also don't want to see them as like grand because then it gives it this weight that it shouldn't have. So externalizing it within music does both, where it lends weight to it through the poetry of song, but it also gets it outside of you and into the ether. So it's no longer this imposing thing in your own memory. You get to share it with other people. So it becomes smaller as a result of that.
Yeah, it's creating something beautiful and being productive with it rather than like it'll affect you however it does every day, and there's the grief and the trauma and whatever PTSD nonsense, but like I'm not nonsense, I mean it's real, I have it, but
It's, yeah, yeah,
the bullshit, it's like that's what I mean, at some point you're just like, who fucking cares? Oh my god, I don't want to deal with this.
yeah,
So like it's great to have avenues where you can put a little pin on something with the song and like feel how you would want how you feel about it, like actually, without stuff getting in the way. And it's something like I said, I wouldn't necessarily get if I was talking about like societal issues in a
yeah,
way. I'm like now having to confront myself in my mid 30s about all these things that have happened in my life and the accumulation of experiences and like how I even want to express it
hmm,
while also having it like not suck and be poetic.
yeah. I like what you said like earlier on about giving people permission to be themselves. I think that's like a lot of what art is just by being openly super gay in front of people. They're like, maybe it's not so bad to be super gay. Maybe I can get a little gay with it as well. I don't have to feel as bad for
Yeah,
feeling these feelings.
like you're not the only one out there dealing with your shit. Like go commiserate with people, go see what other people are doing, listen to art that lets you know like you're not alone. Like a big thing for me with like in my transition is as a trans punk band Gloss, and
Oh
they were
yeah,
writing the songs and I'm like, oh shit, that's how I feel. They articulated it and I like couldn't, right?
yeah,
So if you're sharing stuff with yourself, like with others about yourself, like you can help like educate people about your fucking world. Like they're there to take it in.
yeah. It's nice. I mean that is it's funny because I do get that response of like I you helped me with my thing or you helped articulate gender to me. You like I wasn't so concerned about gender before, but you put it in a way.
Wait, hold on, are
And
you doing Jerry Lewis or who?
Hi. Yeah, I suppose it's Jerry Lewis or
Okay,
Professor
okay. I
Greg.
just wanted to again so many references in this. Wow.
Yeah, well, you got to do your little voices, right? You got
Because
to
we're
do your little voice.
ladies.
We're ladies. Whoa, gorgeous. No, uh, where was I? I got off at a Jerry Lewis tangent there, and I've
Yeah, we
lost my
just
train of
continue to
thought.
alienate the fan base with
There, it's
references they don't
like,
get.
whether you like your folk punk music or you listen a lot to Devendra Banhart, or perhaps you the
Event.
freak folk movement.
It's
Jerry Lewis, boy. And I love the freak. I'm sorry.
like I know my
Uh,
mom's laughing if she's listening to this, despite not knowing what we're talking about. Like we're doing great. I think we have great intergenerational
look, all
appeal.
the Zoomers are gonna get into like Jerry Lewis. They're gonna watch Cinderfella after this. It's gonna be
I get it. So Zoomers, this is what it was like to watch the Animaniacs.
just old timey references. I mean, Jerry Lewis is he still alive?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I don't want to. I don't want to belabor this Jerry. You gotta have a real Jerry Lewis tangent. Anyways, this next song you're gonna play, is this about Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm like trying to not continue the Jerry Lewis bit, but
just,
like
just slip his name in there. Just slip an ahoy in the middle of your song.
So this song's called "The Nutty Professor." No, I mean, all right. What you want? Two more? I'll do this one another.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one's called "Have My Heart." It's about having a crush that's like destroying your life, which I'm sure we've all been there. I'm sure we've all been there. And I notice you're inching closer to me, and now your arms up against my body. You've only refused to talk to me, and I'm laughing at your jokes so heartily. I've never seen such a beautiful face, and I'm yearning for your loving embrace. And I lay down your happily gone. You can have my heart whenever you want. I'm bashful and blushing just like a schoolgirl. Your fingers giving your hair quite the twirl. But I stir you in a crowded room. I can't help but feel something starting to bloom. The scent of your hair is the only thing I wanna smell. And your touch hasn't shut them under your spell. Just one kiss, please, my heart talks. You can have my heart whenever you want. I couldn't know your smile before that night. What else is there that could cause such delight? Wave dark and I said way back. You feel the same way, I don't wanna have to fret. My heart beats faster with every word you say. Don't you know how you brighten up my day? You won't find me being nonchalant. You can have my heart whenever you want. Oh, you can have my heart whenever you want. 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 And just so you know, I did include a Jerry Lewis reference in there.
Hell yeah.
I changed the lyric, woman was there, and I changed it to lady.
Lady! Yeah, no, I've been going through it in terms of like endless dating L's because
Oh shit.
well, no, just because it's like just because I had an interesting dating life prior to transition where I met a man on the second date I ever went on, and then we had a 5-year relationship which ended amicably. And then I didn't date, and I was Volcel for 10 years.
Wow.
Then I realized
was your
what the
essence
problem
like
was.
so strong with all that Volcel?
Yes, yeah, no, yeah. Well, it would have been if I would not like a massively compulsive masturbator. You know, so that was,
so how is your crystal doing?
uh, oh my god.
There is someone who's doing a furious Googling this entire podcast.
We want people to do everything furiously. We want them to love furiously. We want them to Google furiously. We want them to I don't know
Recharge their crystal furiously.
recharge your crystal furiously. Yeah, no, and so that song because the idea it's hard to like be truly thrust yourself romantically in love. For pre-transition, it was very difficult for me to do that. I was able to do it. I was able to get there, but now it's much easier. Feelings hit much easier, which is why it's like I'm in hell. When I was like sort of bodiless and egoless, all this emotion stuff was a lot easier. I just didn't have to deal with it. Just didn't have to deal with it. And now I'm like pining. I'm pining. This is terrible.
Oh yeah, if you love songs about yearning, like my shows are for you. We've got it all. We've got doo-wop songs about PTSD. We've got songs about having sex in bathrooms. Hi, Mom. We've got songs about loving women and how beautiful they are. I just did a cover of Handsome Devil by the Smiths in my last show. If you want songs about touching boobs, we got it all. No one does what I do.
Are you because I'm not pigeonholed, but there is some aspect of your vocal delivery that seems Morrissey inspired. Is there something to that?
Oh man, that's crazy. Cause like I wouldn't have caught that, but I guess so. For me, it's like I do listen to like a lot of like vocal inspired, I guess like doo-wop, Misfits. You could say the Smiths like now I'm gonna be cognizant of that. Now I'm gonna be like listening to it and
what it sounds good. Like your vibrato and the long notes that you choose, like they have a Morrissey-esque element to them. Not a one-to-one thing, obviously. That I think that, but that's one part of how you sing.
No, yeah, that is a great comparison, I guess, because if there's one thing about Morrissey's vocals, it's that he was feeling them.
Oh yeah,
like you see those live Smith performances. Go look up the performance of "I Know It's Over." I think it was off the album Rank. Whatever there's live footage of it, but that dude is like going through it. He's got a shirt over his head and everything. It's just like I will say like I prefer Johnny Marr to Morrissey, especially like hearing Johnny Marr do like the Smith songs. But there's something about seeing Morrissey on stage where it's like, I don't know, you get homophobic. You start seeing, you get like that. Like you see this guy and he's just like, but like, that's the thing. He's being so himself.
Super gay. He's super gay. He's being like, super gay. So it's okay for you to be super gay.
Exactly. So like it's that like the permission, that vulnerability. You're never going to be like the most cringe person at a Smith show. Like you never,
we're searching for the most cringe person at a Smith show. Oh my God.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You got to remember like cringe is authenticity. Yeah. Like you're being you. And for whatever reason, like you're, you know, it's like when you go on a date and like you're cringing at yourself, but she's laughing. So like, all right, fuck it. Like, it's actually Riz. It's not cringe.
Yeah. It's Criz. Cringe Riz.
Trans women Riz is just cringe Riz.
It's just, it's cringe Riz. It's Criz. You know, I think that's what we're all going for. I mean, I think that's like, I think there's one of the psychoses of the Zoomers that I see that's present in me, but it's really present in them because they have never known a life that's unmonitored. And, so a lot of them are just like, especially shy and afraid to express themselves because they feel as if like if they do anything that's out of line, some internet panopticon will come down on them.
Yeah, I feel that too a bit, in a way. Like, especially with like being a musician, is like anyone can take a performance of me and put it online, and like a lot of people are like, "Oh, that was fucking awesome," and of course, I'm like, just like, "Oh fuck, I sucked. My vocals
Yeah.
were off." Like this, and that. Like, and yeah, the fucking panopticon. It's what is it? I think I saw a tweet or something. It's like, what happened to posers? Why doesn't Gen set up for posers? And it's like, no, they'll call you performative if you go outside and do anything. Like
Yeah,
that's what it is for them now.
yeah. And yeah, what is your? I mean, I think it's also the problem of like too much eclecticism rendered a certain choice blindness of character. It's like you can be everything. So it's like really hard to determine what you actually want to be because there's just far more options available to you now than there were before. So the
Yeah,
process of winnowing it down and like figuring out what you actually like is obfuscated by the sheer amount of shit that's flying at your face.
yeah, it's interesting to me because it's like we had more of a monoculture when we grew up, and their music and arts were happening a certain way. I wonder but like it seems like there's these like same standard huge artists with like the next generations. So it makes me wonder, it's like, is it just even harder to break out? Like you only like the top of anything will be discovered with luck. And I don't, it's like, I used to go home and like watch music videos, right? And some stuff I wouldn't like and some stuff I would, but like you get exposed to everything. And now I have no idea how you like expose yourself to new music and find that if you're just like a person who's just like looking for stuff online. Is it still just being fed like the
Yeah, you
popular
rely on
stuff
an
through the algorithm, or
algorithm.
is it?
Well, I think a lot of people have come to rely on certain curators of taste as well, like your Fantanos and such, or someone you trust with a music blog or rate your music. Or, I mean, I think that's how I discovered music through the internet, but it was through weird old head Web 1.0 music reviewers like Grigory
Yeah.
Straston and what was that guy's name? Italian fella. Piero Scaruffi. I don't know if you ever read those old Piero Scaruffi blogs, but those were some fun things.
Yeah. So like what does the person who like doesn't follow a curator do? Like
I think it's like
shit.
the algorithm. I mean, here's the thing: is like the algorithm's not bad. If you prime it with the right stuff, it can lead you to fun. I mean, because I'm a boomer at heart, the music platform that I use is YouTube Music. That's
Yeah.
the one that I use. Um, I actually pay for YouTube because I just found myself I'm not using Spotify, I'm just using YouTube Music. Anything's on here. They have like way more obscure stuff because they'll have like old heads who like have their collections of Bobby Hutcherson records or something that they've all uploaded.
That's
Like,
true.
wow, that's really hard to find on fucking Spotify or any of the other ones.
Yeah. Shout
Um,
out to the guy who did a video of 36 Chambers by Wu Tang, but took out all the skits to make it party friendly. Whoever you are, I love you. That's great because you know what's a
no,
great song? METHOD man. You know what song you don't want to come on at a party? That song, that fucking intro, man.
oh, the torture. You don't want
Oh yeah,
torture to come. Oh, I
torture
love that.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna sew your asshole shut and keep
Just the
feeding you.
nuts.
I had a cartoon that I think it's where Method Man says that to me. I'm gonna sew your asshole shut and keep feeding you. I'm like, really, Method Man? Say you will. You know, I'm into it. I'm into it. And all right. And
Dude,
another
once again,
perform.
someone's Googling and is just so fucking confused right now. There's like about 100 tabs for them this whole time.
Look, this is a culture. The House of Decline podcast is a cultural experience.
We're hitting Springer dingers out here, guys. Google that one.
Yeah, we're hitting argy bargies, which is my word for when Addison Barger does something good. Except he's also on the IL. But who cares? Who cares? We'll recover. We'll
Call me
recover.
Ernie because we got the power of friendship.
Call me Davis Schneider because I look like Nick Mullen. No, that's not good.
Oh no, I
No.
didn't put that one together.
No, I really want to do like a cartoon where it's Schneider, Clement, and Barger, and it's Cumtown. But I'm trying to...
like no, now that you've said it, it's like I want Schneider to do like Canadian voice impressions of guys.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like that's his Nick Mullen thing, is he'll just start talking like a hockey player interviewer.
Yeah. Oh my god. What is a hockey? I'm trying to summon like a hockey player interviewer. Like,
I mean, interview like a hockey player being interviewed.
Well, the general hockey player interview voice. This is sort of, well, we had the team.
You know, that's it.
No, I mean like, oh, we did. I meant like the hockey player being interviewed. But but like this now brings it to like, what is it, like the Tragically Woke podcast? They do fucking like woke Don Cherry impressions.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's fucking brilliant. Like, just imagine like Don Cherry heated rivalry commentary.
Right. And you have to understand, when you're choosing to be the bottom, you know, it's very important to communicate. You want all your...
Yeah, I can't do it terribly good.
Unlike those Swedes.
Yeah, we allowed that guy on the air for a very long time.
Yep. Again, the people younger than us Googling furiously. They gotta go fucking look up. Everyone, look up the Don Cherry rap video. His Rock'em Sock'em rap.
Also, it's Don Cherry, the hockey commentator, not Don Cherry, the jazz musician. I prefer Don Cherry, the jazz musician. Anyway,
Next one.
A third and final song from Mia Romantica. What's this one called?
This one's called My Nightmares Live On. It's that doo-wop song about having PTSD. It's a fun one. Thank you for having me on.
Of course.
Constant conflicts of my mind playing tricks. Fixed with the type of time that sleep will not fix. My guiding moonlight by my side all alone is the dead of night where I truly belong. The nightmares live on past the morning sun. I'm living a life of nothing but strife. What's the point of love? Transfixed on the passage of time that's betwixt of utility of another new day, eclipsed by perseverance and an indomitable spirit. For the void calls upon me, and I do not fear it. The nightmares live on past the morning sun. I'm living a life of nothing but strife. The point of transfixed on the passage of time that's betwixt the utility of another new day, eclipsed by perseverance and an indomitable spirit. The void calls upon me, and I do not fear it. The nightmares live on past the morning sun. I'm living a life of nothing but strife. The point of fanning the flames of fires, do not retire and resign from the pursuit of any desire. For absolution and all done and needed, for if only known darkened, I'm still not defeated. The nightmares live on past the morning sun. I'm living a life of nothing but strife. The point of love. this cruel joke on life, I found a sliver of hope. Is it really worth doing all of this shit to go? Ambivalently alive, but not without meaning. Or being awake is much better than dreaming. Oh, 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 oh.
All right.
That's the song where we got the jokes about it being like acoustic power violence, like wonderful, fun, fast picking, no distortion, but like I don't know. It's just
yeah.
it's so fucking me. It's like it's something where I get to like express myself in a way I couldn't do differently, and I get to like strum in a way you wouldn't typically see, I guess. But
yeah. Well,
it
there's
makes
just something
sense.
about that sort of like. There's something about aggressive strumming on an acoustic guitar that it's like hard to replicate with anything else. It has that beautiful feeling, like when you click a Lego brick, like when your pick hits the string.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that satisfying feeling you can hear in your delivery.
Yeah, it's I again like that's a song where you can really notice where I'm trying to emphasize the percussion element of it.
Yeah.
Like the downstrokes are heavy, and then like the triplets and such that come after. It's almost like a drum fill. It's like trying to keep it like the propulsion going on. And that's a song where it's like it used to be a ballad, but then I sped it up incredibly fast, and I slowed it down to this because I've learned what's too fast. I've learned what's too fast.
There is
too fast. There is a too
fast. Becomes
fast.
unintelligible.
It's just like, yeah, maybe we have distortion on this, or maybe different strings. But yeah, like it's just about finding yourself and finding what like actually works. And dynamics matter a lot more with acoustic music. But having said that, it's like if you're someone who's playing the same sort of like soft, sad, slow acoustic stuff, you like please play with the dynamics a bunch while you're doing that. It doesn't have to all be the same. You can, crescendo where you need to and bring it down.
Some parts can be slow, some can be fast, some can be loud, some can be soft. There's a wide variety of expressions you can have in music, in fact.
Yeah, just look at us two. We're Looney Tunes characters.
Yeah, exactly. You could be a Looney Tunes character. You could be a weird Jewish cartoon character. And that's what music is all about, being a weird Jewish cartoon.
So there we go. So that's the thing. When we're talking about authenticity, it's about becoming a cartoon character.
Yes, becoming a real cartoon, not a fake cartoon character, but a real cartoon character.
You're you, but like a fucking cartoon. Just like remember all the things your friends say about you that they like about you, the stories that they tell about you fondly when you're around. Like if you can like you're talking about externalizing stuff later, it's like, okay, so there is this external like perception of you from the people who love you and like know you better than other people. I think that's something to remain cognizant of and latch onto, especially when we have like a hard time either like being perceived or like wanting to be perceived. With music performance, especially if like you're whatever front person for what you're doing, it's like it can be the scariest thing, the most personal thing. Like you're there to be observed, perceived, listened to. If it's your art, you're there to express your emotions honestly and authentically. It's the final frontier of being yourself, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, because shit's scary, unfortunately, but you have to do it.
And I see self as like, I think one of the other things about being yourself is the idea of individualism, I think got cropped up. It's subsumed into capitalism, but I very much believe that individualism as a concept is like, it can't be your sole focus. Obviously, you need to think of yourself as in a community as well. But I think the creation of the self is necessary for you to participate in a community. You sort of have to know who you are and what you bring and what you can do and what your role is before you can really effectively function. And so I think being able to be yourself allows you to be with other people as well. which is sort of the vehicle for it, the whole goal of it, in my view.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. You hit the nail on the head because I don't know about you, but like after the pandemic, I had to just learn how to be a person again.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to talk and socialize. Like things were awkward for me where I was cognizant it wasn't awkward for me before,
Yeah.
you know? And again, to all the younger people listening to this, it's like, yeah, dude, it sucks that you had to stay home as much as you did during your developmental years. It was bad enough being a grown-ass woman in lockdown.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can ameliorate that by creating dork spaces, by creating spaces for big dorks where you won't feel judged for participating in them.
Live Big Dorks at our show on May 10th.
At Handlebar on May 10th. And with that come the plugs. Mia, what are your plugs?
You can find me on Instagram at Mia Romantica because Mia, you're so good at that, isn't as catchy. Hi, Mom. I'm playing a bunch in Hamilton. Come on out. It's we got a train you can take if you're from Toronto. It's worth coming to see me. Introduce yourself if you see me at the show. We're playing May 10th at Handlebar. If you listen to this, you're probably going to the show, so I'll know if you don't go. Mamma Mia will be in the back of your head, just like
Mamma
implanted,
Mia.
like you gotta go to the show.
Instead of Mia Romantica, what about Yua Asshole? That's my
Wario.
That's your Wario is Yua Asshole.
Damn, like the meanest person in the world.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm nice?
Be that. Well, you are nice. I can be the asshole because I'm deeply mean. You should hear me go off. You know, when I'm being like a bitch about music, when I'm being like a real music snob, I'll be like saying stuff. Yeah, they deserve to die. They deserve to be killed.
I mean, if you get me in a mode where I can be an unabashed hater, I will be a hater like the best of them. It's so much fun.
It's so great to, but you have to. That's a character you play. You have to let your hater version of yourself be a character, not the real you. Because if that becomes the real you, that's like
it's facetious, it's sarcastic, a parody, a satire of stuff I wouldn't necessarily want to be. But like, you have to be a great lover to know how to hate.
Exactly. I think that was Saint Augustine. I think Augustine said that.
And just like he said, smoke weed every day.
Yes, Saint Augustine in his Confessions.
Saint Nate Dogg.
Yeah, Saint Nate Dogg. Look that one up. You Zoomers.
Oh my God! Yeah, it didn't even occur to me that was another. Oh my God.
Yeah. Mia, thank you so much for coming on. You are a delight. We look forward to seeing you at the show.
Yeah, we're gonna catch the Jays game soon.
Hell yeah. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having me. Bye. Love you all.
House of Decline is brought to you by members of our $10 Patreon tier. These include Fiat Lux, Jody Shen, Daniel Stern, Stephen Pikelny, Miles Forrester, Big Fan of Noise, TC, Karibo Shu, Garf Dude, Leslie Adams, LJ Amber, Jordan Rabe, Lily Livingston, Niraj Kumar, Grant Williams, Trungles, Peter Romine, Janelle, Grace Underfiero, Champ Champenstein, Michael Shelton, Junie V, Claire Brown, Vivi Ingram, Bird, Colin McLeod, Gavin G. Wiz Reviews, OnlyFans, Extra Leopards, Nick Cortese, Katie Lacey, Jack Steiner, Tessa, Teresa Boxlighter, Kate. Those are everyone. And to everyone, we love you. Goodbye and have a great night.